Welcome to the Startup Greece Talks. On this episode, I'm going to welcome Georgios Stavrakakis from Estate Fleet. So, welcome, George.
Hey, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you here. Nice to meet you again. Great pleasure to have you here and learn more. First of all, about you, and then about Estate Fleet.
Okay,
Are you ready?
Yeah, of course. From where to start?
Let me make you some very quick questions in order for the audience to be easier to understand who's George. And I'm gonna start with coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Mountain or sea?
Mountain.
Swimming or cycling?
Cycling.
Android or iOS?
iOS.
Awesome. So I think I had to start, maybe to finish with the question cycling or swimming, in order to tell us more about your background, and then we're gonna talk about your startup.
So from a very young age, I started cycling, and I realized when I was 14 years old, I was like 10 times national champion, and I took the risk and I left my country and I moved to France. I started my career over there before finishing high school. So I won some good races, then I became European champion, first in world rankings. So all this risk, it went well. And then I got a scholarship from World Cycling Center, it's the World Cycling Federation. And then I became professional. I did some really good results. And then suddenly I had an accident, as you already know. So I did an operation, and then I tried to come back, but it was almost impossible. So this period took me 2 or 3 years. And in between, so I said, okay, I had some visions about real estate, so I said that it was the right time to start it. But little or so, this is my whole background. And then between cycling in Greece and the Netherlands or Belgium or wherever I was living, I also graduated from physiotherapy. This is a subject I never followed up, but so I leave it behind and I go full gas on entrepreneurship.
Okay, so entrepreneurship, and you said before, but that you realized that real estate was something for you. So could you tell us what is Estate Fleet right now?
Yeah. So let me tell you how I started. So I had a very good vision while I was staying in the Netherlands. I remember this story that I had a bank account in ING. So I said, okay, I'm gonna have my money over there, and I had also some investments in Greece. So let's say all the money, I will transfer them to this bank account, and all the payments. What's the percentage in a saving account? They told me this is 0.2%. I said, oh, that's impossible. So it was an idea, but I was still a professional athlete. So, I was typing down all my thoughts. So I put it on my table, on my desk, and that's it. So after I crashed, I identified a very big problem in the whole market all over the world, that it's the inability for individuals to have loans. So like in Greece, 1 out of maybe 20 people, they have the ability to take a loan and have their own apartment. If they don't take it from the parents, like a heritage, it's almost impossible to have it. So I was thinking with the idea in the Netherlands that I can make a formula that it can work out. So, and then, I typed down the whole idea, but still it wasn't the time. So I made my first company. It was Battle Property Management. So I had a partner and a co-founder, and we started this process. The company went well. We had 50 properties that we were managing. We got also a good hotel, it was a 3-star hotel, a small one. And then each one chose his own path, so we split. And then I said, okay, now it's the time to make my own company and start also this vision. So I started Estate Fleet. It's like an SA company, and I'm doing the management, and as well I started this kind of it's like a payment process in real estate. So when you are inaccessible to have a loan, then you can get in my platform and you can find the property that you like, and you can start investing with let's say 100 euros or 50 euros or 200 euros, so you can get a portion of a property with so little money. All the process and the mechanism behind it is a little bit difficult, but for in the front end, like for the customer, is really easy to understand. And he doesn't need to do management, he doesn't need to do property research, he doesn't need to do anything. He just get in the platform, log in, and that's it. He finds a property, he pays, and he enjoys monthly income without doing basically anything.
So, as far as I understand, the main problem is that it's not easy for anyone to invest into properties, to get its own, let's say, apartment, or to have access to this kind of opportunities. So, and is this something that you have? How you have realized that? I mean,
How I have realized that? I realized it from a lot of talks with people not in the middle class, let's say, that they have a very good income, and they told me like, I cannot get a loan. And I said like, okay, if the middle income cannot get a loan, how the other people can get a loan? So I said, there is a hole in the whole system, and this hole means that there's an opportunity. But I don't see it like an opportunity to make money. I see it like an opportunity to bridge this gap between like, poor and high class. So, and all these people can get the chance to buy a small portion. And let's say, like most of the people, they invest in real estate, like a lot of entrepreneurs, and like all the Forbes lists, you can see the top 100 people, like maybe 99% of them, they invest in real estate. But in Greece, it's impossible. So even if you have like a small savings account, let's say with 5,000 euros, you cannot buy anything. So a guy that has, or a person or a client or investor, whatever, he has a small amount of money, he cannot do anything in this market. So I have bridged all this gap so they can enter with 100 euros and they can make a good passive income, the same percentage of money as they would buy the whole property. So they can start from really low and they can make money from their money. So they can enter the market like from a really young age. Otherwise, you need to go like, if you do the maths and you finish university, you go to a job and you start working, maybe if you are lucky, you can get your first property without a loan at 45 years old, without inflation, without all the rest. Yeah.
It's really difficult. So are there any other players that are doing the same?
Yeah, there are. I have identified like 3 or 4 in the US, but it's basically not really the same. It can be competitors, but the difference is they are like loan brokers. So let's say that I want to buy this building that we are right now, but I don't have the funds. So you are the broker and you are like let's say Estate Fleet, but in the US. You say, okay, guys, George needs some funds. You collect an amount of money, you take your percentage, and then you go out of the deal. And it's my problem, the investor problem,
so
to find a solution. Actually. Yes, but what we do, we buy first the apartment, and then we sign a contract with all the investors. And if we don't pay them up, they can get the house this way.
Okay, and how do you make money?
I always find a way to rent the apartments way more from the money I need to give to the investors. So that's
so there is a margin between the money that you return back,
yes,
and the money that you get from the
but still, I mean, it's my thing if I make a lot or not. But for the customer, they can make like 60% more from a savings account in Greece. So that's a huge deal for them. So they don't really care if they make 50 times more money or 60. It's it's a really good deal. So most of them, they come and join and they don't have a problem. They are pretty happy with that. So, and I try my best to give the most to them and also to make the most out of it.
Okay, so you do 2 things. The one is probably to choose and find the deals and the apartments and the buildings. And the other thing is to bring the people that would like to invest. It's kind of marketplace right now, right?
Yes, we first find the building. Normally it's almost like a demolished building, so we do the whole construction. We have also a construction company. We do the whole reconstructions of everything, and then we first buy it, we do the construction, and then we upload it to a platform. for a property we have already buy like months ago, and then we asked for this loan, and it's like 30% more from the original selling price. So there is also a gap. It's like a backup guarantee for the investors. And so we make a marketplace, and it's like so they pay the money actually to us, and they get the monthly payments out of it. So it's a passive income, yeah. And our vision in the future is to make like payment processing through the real estate.
Okay,
That's
we're gonna talk further about the next step, about the future and what you're gonna do. So let me ask you about. You said before about the property management and stuff like that. How big is the company right now? How many apartments or properties you have?
Yes, as I said, we started first with property management. We have around 75 properties right now: villas, small hotels, apartments, RVs, campers. We have a lot, and this is also main income for the company right now. Yeah, and we try to expand a little bit more outside Greece. So we can offer services on only on digital marketing of each property individually, and not because also we handle the cleaning, the repairs, but we do it mainly in Greece. But we're going to do the digital thing also outside Greece.
Okay, let's talk about the market. We talked about the competitors and what do you provide to other. Let's say what's the competitive advantage. I got it, and I think also the others got it, that you do the whole thing from the one side, acquiring the apartment, renovating the apartment, renting the apartment, and the other side gets a passive income. So quite important, and I think it seems unique, at least for Greece and probably Europe. So how do you see Greek market, and is it something that is going to grow? What do you think about the market here?
In the crisis, it went really down. Now you can see it goes up. I believe it will be stabilized in the next months. That means not it will fall down, but I don't think it will continue to grow really much. And I believe that all the small players will go out of the market right now, because we have also foreigner friends, but the Greek friends know that everybody in the last 5 years they invested in real estate, but they didn't have any idea how to do it. They didn't have any idea how to manage it, how to promote it. So they came a lot of properties into the market that they were like really average, and they tried to make the most out of it with short-term rentals like Airbnb or Booking, but they couldn't do it. But this is a problem for us that we want to do our job. This is a problem for the hotels and all of the markets. So with the new laws, not only in Greece but also in Europe and also in some other countries, I believe it will be stabilized, and more families will find homes in the next months, and students, because we had so many students that they couldn't afford for an apartment, so they had to share like a 20 square meters apartment with 2 others.
Yep. It's difficult, but we've seen that this works, especially in the UK. So
yeah,
that's very much a market, especially in the real estate. So what about the? You talked to us before about some of the next steps that you think that what's next actually. What do you think you have to do?
Okay, in the next 2 years, we plan to go to like 150 properties that we are going to manage, and 60 properties that they will be funded. Right now, we have funded 8 properties in the first 2 years. So we have, I think we have funded like 450,000 euros from investors at the moment. And we hope in the next 2 years can go to 1 million, 1.5 million.
So do the investors have any return?
Yes.
If you sell the apartment?
Yes, they have a return.
They could choose if they have a passive income or if they have an exit event?
Yes, they can. All of them, they have a return if we sell the apartment. So in the 3 years, contract plan, If they want to exit, they should pay a small penalty, because imagine if we collect like an X amount for a property and the next day all of them they want to exit, it will be impossible for us. So they have a small exit penalty, and they get the monthly payments. And at the end, after the 3 years, we make like a vote, and if they want to sell it, if they want to keep the contract for 3 more years, or if they want to exit. For example, 2 months ago, we sold an apartment, and they had in the 3 years they have a property value growth actually of 26% around, an estimate. So that was a really good deal. Plus the 7.5% they were taking every year.
Okay, so talking about the next steps of the platform, I mean, as I know, I've seen the website. Do you have any next steps? What do you think? Because you said before something about
yes. After we increase the amount of the properties, we want to, it's like a digital wallet of properties. So instead of having your money in another application or in a bank, you can give it to us, and then it's like a bucket of money, and then you can start investing in each property. And you can get also all your payments monthly. You can get it on the app, and then you can spend your money with the card. So we actually have a 10 years plan to get a bank permission, so we can have our own card, and all the investors from their investments, they can like pay their tickets, they can pay the coffee, and do it like this. This will take some time, but this is the vision.
Okay, so what are the challenges that you have faced so far?
The permissions.
The permissions, and I think the Greek bureaucracy, is it?
Yes, the Greek bureaucracy. Yeah, sometimes I'm waiting like for a year to get the contracts from. I don't know how do we call it here, because our foreign friends will not understand it. Maybe but maybe like for a property to get in your name and you have to have the original contract, it can take like at least a year, maybe more. So this is a really big challenge for us, but a really big opportunity for all the investors that they want to invest in Greece. So it's from which side you will see the coin. Okay, for me it's a big hustle, but for all my investors, they sleep well after that.
Yeah. So what do you think about going to other countries and being in other markets that are maybe easier to invest, maybe easier, more friendly for investment, especially in the.
Like we're gonna visit US at the end of this month. To be honest, I can identify that the market there is really easy. So let's say if I put it on a scale, if I go and I stay to the US and do that with my team, we will make a lot of money. But then the vision over there is not, I don't believe it's not so sustainable, because they can do it on their own. Like you can get a credit card in the US as a student with 4,000 euros monthly. That's an insane number. But in Greece, because they cannot do it, this is the market opportunity. I don't really believe that I can do it the same way in the United States. Maybe I do it slower here, but in the long term, it will grow much more. In the US, they don't really need that, because I don't want to get money from an investor that can buy the whole property. This is not my client. Okay, if he wants to do it, then he's welcome, but he's not my client. I want to have people that they will spend a little money on this project. So let's say 100 euros or 200 euros. Those people that they don't have the ability to get a loan, because if you have the ability to get a loan, it means that you can do it on your own and you don't need us.
Have you seen any other market that have similarities with Greece, like Balkan regions or other countries?
I know there is same problems in Serbia, that they have a lot of friends, same problems in Romania, same problems in Romania, in Albania. It's kind of the same.
Mostly in the Balkans.
Like in Dubai, that I have visited several times. You can buy property in the morning, you can sell it in the afternoon, the other one can sell it in the night. So in one day you can sell the same property 3, 4, 5 times. Wow. That's insane. In Greece to do it, you need 3 years. Yeah.
For 3 times at least.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky to do that. Okay, so cool. So are you thinking, what about, but right now you're bootstrapped, so you haven't raised any money. Are you thinking of raising any money, or it's not something that you're thinking right now?
Yeah, I have some really good deals to raise a lot of capital, but I rejected them at the beginning. And still now, I had some really good deals. Maybe the percentage was not so good sometimes, but I think I'm gonna do it in the next months. Yeah, I'm gonna do
You're
it.
very open on it.
Yeah, I'm very open on it, but you know, like an equity loan, so they can get a percentage of the company and we can work together. Like because I don't have, we don't need like just a capital as a loan because we already get it from our investors. So you know, like if you build a strong team and you find a good team, then yeah, this is welcome.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about the plans on the funding. Could you tell us some more about your thoughts on the real estate? Do you think that it's a big bubble, it's gonna burst, or it's Greece is a different situation and we are already behind the others?
You know, every day I'm looking at properties all over the world. This is what I do every morning, every morning. So it's my routine. I believe it's like a bubble, not a real big bubble like 2008, but it's a big bubble. Like, sorry, but it's like, let's say, an average bubble. Because you can see they are building properties everywhere, they are renovating properties everywhere. Everybody is thinking about real estate now, they invest over there. So I don't really know where this will take us. So if in all over the world they invest in real estate and the population of the world doesn't grow up the same way, so what we'll do with all those properties? Like I went to Dubai, they build like every day, full time. They never stop.
Cranes are everywhere.
Yes, and I don't know. I saw so many empty homes. I went also 2 years ago to the US and I saw a lot of empty offices.
Here in Greece is the same. Too
Here
many
in-
empty apartments, but
Yes.
it's between owners and different
Yeah, and you can see like Athens is a city that they have built everything everywhere. It has to be like more, like let's say more green, so there should be more parks, but they don't do it. And all these things, they bring so many people to the cities, the villages right now are empty. I don't know.
are there opportunities there? What do you think?
No, the way that that people are thinking right now, no, I don't believe. No, who's gonna go back to the villages? I don't believe so.
So most of the properties that you manage and you own are in Athens.
In Athens, we have in Chania a lot. In Zakynthos, Limnos, Heraklion, in Evia, we have some.
Where do you think? And most of them, as far as I understand, are in in tourism regions.
Yes.
Do you think any other, let's say, like you said before, for commercial uses, buildings have good returns, or you think that, or you're gonna stay on the residential?
Look, we did move to commercial, so we have some offices that we rent them. But to be honest, like I believe residential properties are much more better because you will always find a tenant, whatever happens. But for an office, no, you will not find one. And you see, right now they make you can connect in a Skype or whatever, so you don't really need an office. Like maybe 3 out of 10 jobs right now, you don't need an office.
How do you see the future of real estate? Do you think that we're gonna see changes? Like there are, of course, many startups out there, and Greek successful startups like Blue Ground.
Yeah.
And we've seen some more startups that are growing on this field. What do you think? What is gonna be the key, and where do you see that there is potential on the PropTech industry?
I believe there will be like two sides if a lot of people they don't take action. So it can be like the big holding companies that will have thousands of properties, like the banks from auctions or some really big investors, maybe some individuals then, and then there will be people that they will solve problems around the whole processes. Like it can be somebody that, like a broker company that they will do everything for you, and or like what I'm doing. All the rest, I don't believe they will have a chance in this market. And last month I made some calculations. So in this whiteboard in my hall, and I said, okay, let's say like you are an individual, and you need to in the average salary in Greece, let's say you need to buy a property, and I made all the calculations. And as I told you, when you will be 45 years old, you can get like a 20 square apartment in the price right now, not in the price in 20 years later. So it's actually impossible. It's actually impossible. So if you are not an entrepreneur, or if you are not an investor from a really young age, it's not possible. Or if you take it from your parents.
In,
in
Estate Fleet.
Estate Fleet, yeah.
That's awesome. So to wrap up, I would like you to share with the audience your favorite quote.
That was a quote also from a really young age, where I used to be like a pro athlete. I used to see a lot of people that they had the talent, but that's it. And when you work really hard, the talent can be beaten. So I believe like the magic you're looking for is in the word you're avoiding always. So this is the quote. Yeah.
Very strong quote. So it was great having you.
Yeah,
I would
me
like
too.
to wish you the best.
Thank you.
And the Estate Fleet conquer the real estate
I hope so. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.